Hey there, how you doing? He's wanting to know which microphone to talk into.
You grab that one, yep.
Yeah, there you go.
How you
Welcome.
doing?
Good to see you.
Pleasure to be here.
You always look tanned and beautiful. I think it's your white shirts that you wear.
The weather helps, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the weather's been pretty nice the last couple of days.
Beautiful.
So you brought some more wines for us to taste. Are these summer wines? Is that what I'm
Absolutely.
thinking? All right, great. And you guys just had a wine tasting not too long ago. Is that where you got some of these selections from?
Yeah, we bought these. We did a trip to California in January, so this is what we selected out there. We meet with a lot of distributors, and I think we bought 100 different wines.
And when you say 100 different wines, you're talking about major league cases of wine.
Well, yeah, normally 500 to 1,000.
Wow.
And then they got distributed throughout all the stores.
74 stores.
Okay.
We're keeping him from talking here, Newman.
What's cool is, though, with these wine tastings, we were talking about this on the trip to Ireland with a couple of listeners that we went with. And even for me, when I start thinking about, well, what am I supposed to get? And I have the tasting, and I taste the stuff with you, and I go, what was that we did? Go to the website, bob949.com. It's all going to be listed there. We're videotaping this, too, so you can see the wines, and you can see Steve in his tan and his white shirt. All right, so what are we tasting first here, Steve?
Right now, we're going to do a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Very popular. A lot of your listeners should actually know it. A lot of gooseberry and passion fruits. This is very clean. This is one of the best New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs that I've bought.
Yeah.
It's normally $15 down to $7.99.
Oh, my gosh. Now, that is so, not only is it drinkable, but it's at a great price as well. I mean, this is what you go in and you buy a case of it.
Yeah, this is just a lot of lemon, good acid, real crisp. This kind of weather the last 3 days, this is perfect sitting on the deck in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had a gooseberry, though. I'm not sure what that tastes like.
Yeah, I'm not either. But I'll tell you what, when you do taste gooseberry or smell gooseberry, especially in New Zealand, you don't have to be a wine connoisseur to say that's Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand.
No kid. Well, I always know that the Marlborough region of New Zealand is. I mean, I've seen that.
Yeah, very popular.
In magazines, and I know that you hardly can go wrong with that.
And Cupcake Vineyards. I love the name of Cupcake
Me too.
Vineyards.
Yeah.
Pretty label. That's a nice gift to take to somebody's
really
house.
is.
I think that wine would go well with a cupcake. Just saying.
Oysters.
Do you think?
Think
oysters.
Yeah.
Okay, can we think of something else? I'm not a big fan of the oysters. How about lobster?
How about by itself with I just had it over the weekend with just chopped up pineapples and lemons, like a fruit bowl. Real nice.
I could go with that.
You're talking Newman's kind of
No,
fruit
I
bowl.
like, well, yeah. Sure.
I'm just saying.
Do we
That's
have another
excellent.
one? Are we good for another one?
We got another chilled white wine.
Oh, look at that. Trudy's pouring. I love it.
Mm.
What are these glasses called, Trudy?
They're called nice quality.
These are Spiegelau glasses.
Spiegelau glasses.
Spiegelau glasses.
Yeah, those are the ones you got that you got at the wine and spirit store.
Oh, okay.
You got, I think, the white wine glasses, so they were a little bit smaller. I could see Newman drinking any kind of wine out of the big red ones. Okay, now what do you have
Next
here,
wine,
Steve?
we go to California. A lot of people know the name Ravenswood. They do very well in red Zinfandel, but they also do a Chardonnay from Sonoma County. And if you like that oaky style or that buttery style, this is where it's at. $8.99. I think we bought 2,000 cases or so, and this shouldn't be around too long. So
when we were away last week, Terry, who is our wine she was our escort. I said our wine escort. She was our escort. She's a big fan of those oaky Chardonnays. And, she loves all that. She called it buttery and oaky. To me, I don't think buttery and oaky because I always get that burn when it's too oaky.
well, if it's too alcoholic, too.
Alcoholic.
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 Oh.
Alcoholic, yeah.
I have seriously only had a couple
Yeah,
of
normally
sips
if it burns, there's too much alcohol.
Okay.
Okay.
Because your husband went into, in fact, we have video of this bar where we were sitting out front online, and we cleared everybody out.
It was his embarrassing Guinness hat.
I had a big
that
giant
did it,
Guinness hat on my head.
Steve.
But Brad went in and ordered you some wine. The first thing he said to the guy was, "I want something that doesn't have a lot of oakiness to it. I want a Chardonnay with not a lot of oakiness to it."
So yeah, if your bartender knows the wine,
But this is good. This doesn't have a lot of burn.
no,
Well,
not
I
at
don't-
all. But it's
I
a
don't
totally
mind.
different taste.
Yeah, and the critics really jumped on Chardonnay because it's a good vehicle to oak. It's a neutral flavor grape, so you get toasty, burnt barrels, and you can get
That's
that
good.
buttery butterscotch flavor. A lot of people, especially these sommeliers in restaurants, oak doesn't go well with certain foods at the dinner
Okay.
table, so they went to this unoaked style across the board now. Unoaked styles, to me, they're okay, but they're too clean for me. I like a little oak in my Chardonnay, and I think this represents a nice integrated oak style.
Okay. That's good. Now you're talking.
I'm down with that, Steve. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back. We have a red that we're going to taste, too, right? And then we have some others that we're going to taste off the air, but we're going to put all the video online at bob949.com, because that way you'll get to see what we're tasting, and you'll get to find out more information and find out the prices. And again, this is $8.99 or $7.99?
$8.99, yeah.
All these wines that you're bringing in today, less than $15, correct?
Less than 15.
All right, and they'll be available at the Pennsylvania Wine and Spirits store near you.
More of Nancy and Newman next.
They make me feel good.
Bob 94.9.